This is one of my favorite videos to make on the channel, a full tour of my 2025 desk setup. I've already posted a few other videos showing the computers and some peripherals I'm using, but today's video is all about the full picture. Everything I actually use on my desk day to day. So let's start with the core of my setup, my MacBook Pro with the base M4 chip. It's mounted under my desk using a bracket so it stays out of sight and keeps everything looking clean. And even though I usually work right here at my desk, when I need to head out to work at a coffee shop or travel with my main computer, I just unplug a few cables and take the whole computer with me. So easy, super practical. Now, the Pro version of the MacBook has a few extra perks like the HDMI port and the built-in SD card reader. That makes a huge difference when I'm traveling because I can plug my camera's SD card straight in, no adapter needed. And since my monitor uses HDMI, I don't need any hubs to connect it. Just plug it straight into the MacBook. And speaking of monitors, the one I'm using this year is the LG 27US500, which is a 27-inch 4K display. I paid around $200 for it, and honestly, it's one of the best bang for the buck monitors I've ever tested. The screen is bright, the colors are surprisingly close to my MacBooks without any extra tweaking. But just a quick tip, if you're thinking of getting a 4K monitor and want to keep it budget friendly, don't go over 27 inches. I've had a 32-inch 4K monitor before, and you can start seeing the pixels, especially when writing or reading. So yeah, this LG is great, especially if you find it on sale. Just keep in mind, it's not a gaming monitor. You won't get those super high refresh rates, but for productivity, browsing, working, writing, photo or video editing, it's absolutely amazing. Now, let me show you one of the most important pieces of my setup, the Insta360 Link2 webcam. I've been using the older version in my office for a long time, which was already excellent, but this one brings a bunch of upgrades that really make a difference. The image quality is still incredible thanks to the Sony 4K sensor with f1.8 aperture. It's super sharp with a beautiful natural background blur, even without any digital effects. And one of the coolest features is the 2-axis gimbal. It follows your movements automatically, so if you stand up, move around, or record while standing, it keeps you centered without needing to adjust anything. And you can trigger this in multiple ways. In the app, by tapping the base of the camera or even with gestures, just raise your hand and it starts following you. This is super useful for presentations, live streams, or videos where you need to move around. And the Link2 software is also super complete. You can control the gimbal with a virtual joystick, save the camera angle presets, tweak focus, exposure, brightness, contrast, and even add custom filters and save your settings as a profile. There's also a desk view mode that flips the camera down to show what's on your desk, which is perfect for tutorials or unboxings. And it also supports gesture-controlled zoom, has an auto privacy mode that puts it in standby when not in use, or lets you manually point the lens down. The autofocus is super fast. If you hold up a product, it focuses right away and beautifully blurs the background, just like a pro camera. Now, if you want a simpler, more affordable option, there's also the Insta360 Link2C. It has the same 4K sensors, same image and audio quality, and even comes with digital tracking. So even without the physical gimbal, it can still keep you centered using auto crop. It also includes a physical privacy cap, gesture control. It's a great choice for fixed setups where you still want the smart framing. Both are amazing webcams and can totally replace a pro camera in a lot of situations and in a super compact, easy to use format. No capture card or complicated setup needed. Depending on what you do, either one could completely level up your video calls, content, or live streams. The links are in the description and also in the pinned comment, and I would like to give a big shout out to Insta360 for sending me both of these amazing cameras. Back to the setup, the keyboard I use every day is the Keychron Q1 Max. This is a wireless mechanical keyboard with backlit keys, and I'm using the brown switches. Typing on this is just incredible. I seriously can't go back to any other keyboards after using this one. And yes, it's a bit pricey, but you can often find it on sale, especially around events like Amazon Prime Day. You can customize the RGB lighting, set up macros. I don't personally use those, but they're there if you want. And the battery lasts so long, I honestly forget how often I charge it. Plus, when I use it wired, it charges while I type, so I never really worry about it. As for the mouse, I've been using the Logitech MX Master 3 for a long time. And yes, I know there's a newer version, the 3S, with quieter clicks, but I never felt the need to upgrade. It's ergonomic, super comfortable, and has a few extra buttons I use for productivity. And I have a couple of videos about it here on the channel already, so make sure you watch those in case you want more info. The bottom line is, if you've never tried this mouse, just get it, you won't regret it. Now, under the mouse and keyboard, I have a large Orbit key desk mat. It's spacious enough for both and has a section for pens and even comes with a magnetic cable holder. I keep an USB-C cable there all the time so I can charge peripherals really quickly when needed. The monitor arm I'm using is the Kofo Monitor Arm Pro. It's got that zero gravity pitch, and honestly, it's super smooth and easy to adjust. It's also sleek and minimal. I'll be posting a full review really soon here on the channel. Now for speakers, I'm currently using the Edifier M60. I've had them for about 3 or 4 months now, and they've been awesome for the price. And besides the sound quality, I really like 2 things. First, they have a built-in DAC, so I can control the volume straight from the keyboard, no need to reach for the speaker. And second, they don't come with that big chunky power brick. The power supply is built in, which helps keep the setup clean. And speaking of things that make your space better, I've been testing the Ultra Human Home lately, which is kind of like a Ring Air, but for your room. It quietly tracks stuff like air quality, noise, temperature, humidity, and even light levels, then gives you a little score showing how healthy your space is. I didn't expect to care about that kind of data, but it's actually super eye-opening, especially the air quality part. It even notices when I'm cooking, which is kind of wild the first time I saw it. And it's one of those things you don't really think you need until you actually have it. Next, the chair I'm using is from FlexiSpot, and I've already reviewed it here on the channel. There's only one little detail. I removed the headrest, the neck rest, just because I think it looks cleaner on camera. And a question I get a lot is, Marina, where is your desk from? And it's super simple. I got it from IKEA. I bought the tabletop, added the drawers on one side and 2 legs on the other, nothing fancy. It's super affordable, practical, and I think it looks nice. It's also available in other colors. Another IKEA item that became essential in my videos is this lamp. I think it looks beautiful and fits really well with my setup. It's not super cheap, but a fair price, I would say, and I've seen a few followers with the same one too. Now, when filming, I used aperture lights. Inside the desk lamp, I used the B7C, which looks like a regular light bulb, but it's actually smart. And I also used the Aperture MC lights. They're all app controlled with full color and brightness adjustments. Definitely a must-have for YouTube recordings. And talking a bit about decor, I've got an IKEA shelf, a little IKEA plant, some framed prints. The frames are from IKEA, but the prints are actually from the Zenio, and I'm really happy with how it looks right now, but I'm planning on adding a few more prints really soon to fill up the space a bit more, especially this wall right here. And of course, my Fuji X106 is always sitting in front of my computer. It's ready for quick shots, but also doubles as decor. Now, a few extra things I didn't mention. I use a right angle USB-C extension cable all the time, and I have 2 hubs. One really cheap one from Amazon just for USB and SD cards, not super fast, and another one from Ugreen, which I mostly use with my iPad. That one has faster speeds and 4K HDMI output. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this full tour at my current setup. I'm also planning a video on the B setup, which is Pedro's workspace. He has a few things that are just like mine, but his main computer is a Mac Mini and he's got some different accessories too. And coming soon, I'll show the same desk setup, but using my iPad as the main computer instead of the MacBook. All the product links are down below in the description, and don't forget that today is the last day of Amazon Prime Day, so a lot of this stuff might be on sale right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.